Welcome. In this video, I will show you how to migrate your data from your Windows PC to MacBook Neo. And the first thing that we're gonna need to do is make sure that both our PCs are connected to the same Wi-Fi network or the same router. And also, you're gonna have to make sure that your Windows PC can use Bluetooth connections, and if it can't, then you should get yourself a Bluetooth adapter, unless you won't have issues with that data migration. It's just that the application that we're going to be using for that, the official application from Apple, requires Bluetooth connection, and it may ask you for Bluetooth in the process. Now the first thing that we're gonna need to do to migrate Windows data to our MacBook is navigate to the Apple logo in the top left corner of the MacBook and check the system settings. Then here we're gonna have to make sure that the device is updated to the latest version. So go to General on the sidebar, check software updates, and make sure that your device doesn't need any updates, to install any updates. And then do the same thing on your Windows PC. So on your Windows PC, you're gonna have to check the Windows settings. Then on the sidebar, go to Windows Update and make sure that your device is up to date. And then we're gonna have to install the Windows migration tool from the official Apple support website. So let's search for Apple support Windows migration on our Windows PC, and we will see this article on how to transfer from PC to Mac. By the way, you can check it out yourself if you would like to, but generally what we're gonna need to do here is select the Windows Migration Assistant. So if you'd like to transfer to macOS, starting with macOS 14 and up to macOS 26, I think you have this macOS 26, although you can also always check it out in settings. So 26th version is the latest macOS, and it's most probably installed on your MacBook Neo. So the respective Windows Migration Assistant application for this OS will be this one. So let's select it, then let's click download, and let's wait until the tool is downloaded to our PC. After that, we're gonna have to run the Migration Assistant by opening this file. Then let's wait until the preparation is done. Okay, and right now we're gonna have to install this program. So let's click next, then accept the terms in license agreement, click install, and wait until Migration Assistant is installed on your laptop. And in the meantime, let's switch to our MacBook, and on our MacBook we're gonna have to find the Migration Assistant using the Spotlight, which we can do by clicking right here, and let's search for Migration Assistant. Yeah, so we don't need to separately install it here, just open it, and let's tap continue. Enter your MacBook password, press enter. In the following window, we're gonna have to select from a Windows PC and then tap continue. Okay, so we get a warning that the Mac is working on battery power. So yeah, preferably connect your device to an AC adapter, but I don't think that we're gonna need that, since this process is gonna probably be quick enough. Okay, and so at this point we will get the transfer information for this Mac so that we can connect both devices. So at this point, we're gonna have to return to our Windows PC, and here we're gonna have to run the migration assistant, which will run, of course, by itself. Okay, so we're gonna have to shut down the browser to continue. And then we're gonna have to turn off the automatic updates on our Windows. To do that, all we have to do is go to the Windows Update section in Settings and go to Advanced Options and disable all these features, and disable this one as well in the previous menu. And then let's tap continue. So yeah, we also may need to disable the firewall in the process, but for now let's just continue. Then let's select whether we want to send or not send data for diagnostics, but I don't think that it's not necessary. And okay, right now we're gonna have to enter the code that is displayed on our Mac device in here. And after you do that, your devices will start establishing a connection with each other. And on your MacBook, you will see something like this. And here you'll be able to select which data you want to transfer. So I'm not gonna transfer this folder. So yeah, here we can basically just check all the data that we want to transfer from all users on our computer. Let's tap continue when we are ready, and then we're gonna have to set a password for our new account that will be transferred. So press continue and then enter password twice to confirm. Tap set password, then continue. Then we're gonna have to authorize our existing account if you already have one by entering the password to it. Click authorize, then continue, and then just wait until the data is transferred from your PC to your MacBook. Now it's gonna take a while. Okay, and when the migration is complete, you will see this window on both your Windows PC and on Mac. Now we can tap done and proceed by signing in to our newly transferred Windows account. And so all the data from your Windows account will be transferred to your MacBook, just like this. Depending on an amount of data, it may take different amounts of time. So for me it lasted like 10 minutes, though I only had like 2 gigabytes of data to transfer. In your case it might take a bit longer. So I would recommend using this method for transferring some important data. And if you want to completely transfer your data, then I would rather recommend using an external device like an external drive or hard drive or a USB flash drive if you have the one that will support large amounts of data. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. So if it helps you, please consider subscribing to our channel, leave us a like and a comment below, and I'll see you in the next one.